Hey guys, this is my 1987 Toyota Land Cruiser, and a year or two ago I got a new windshield put in, and the installer didn't use any sealer in the gasket for the windshield, which is what Toyota wants and what Toyota needs, because anytime it rains I get a little leak right through this front piece right here, and I can actually see it on the inside. It pulls up right on that inside ledge, and yeah, pretty common issue that a lot of Toyota folks run into. So today we're going to walk through sealing up the windshield. First up, we're just going to take a microfiber towel and clean up all around the edge and get a good surface to lay some tape down. All right, now that that part is done, I got it all cleaned up, I'm gonna run a line or two of tape around the inside and the outside of the gasket. I've got sealer here, some DekSeal 8936, got it off of eBay. Supposed to be good stuff. One or two buddies of mine have used it before. But once we lay some tape down on the inside and the outside of the gasket, we're just gonna get the nozzle in there and just run it, try to flip over that edge of the gasket and get a little bit underneath that edge of the gasket so we can seal it up. So here we go. For getting the corners pretty sharp so there's not this overlap, the easy trick is take your little knife, you run the back of it kind of in the edge there so you get a little line to follow, and then you follow it with the tip of your knife. A little harder to do with my one hand situation here, but once you score it a little bit, it should just peel right off. Gets you a pretty solid corner there. Perfect. All right, so the sort of method for injecting the sealer is, for the top part, it's going to be pretty tough, but I'm either going to use my fingers or have to use a pry tool to get the tip of this under the gasket, which can be fairly hard. And then I'm just going to have to drag it and then squeeze all along and go through the hole all the way around. And then once the gasket comes down, it's going to push the stuff back out, and that's what the tape is for. So when it's all pushed out and we let it sit for a few minutes and hopefully not fully harden, but as this stuff doesn't fully harden, it stays soft, then we'll just be able to peel that up and that'll take up all the excess. And then I'm definitely going to wear some gloves along this because definitely going to be a sticky job. So here we go. All right, at this point we've got pretty much the entire driver's side of the windshield sealed up. It is a lot harder to squeeze this stuff out of the Home Depot special caulking gun than I thought it would be. So in the future, maybe an electric caulking gun or something a bit nicer than the basic setup would be really nice. My hands are exhausted, so we'll see how this second side goes. I've got a little bit up at the top middle that I need to do, so I'm gonna crawl up here, probably sit up on the roof line and get that last little. I'll just do that whole top edge. The outside edge, as it seems a little bit, easier to bend, so it's easier to kind of get it in around that top edge and the side here. This bottom edge is a little difficult. It's like still plenty flexible, but just the angle you have to work with is terrible. And then, so I'm going all the way around the outside, and then for the inside of the gasket, I'm just doing the bottom and the side. I'm not worrying about the top here because, gravity hopefully will do its job, and I've never seen any water up at the top of the windshield, so I'm not too concerned about that. Man, almost halfway done and my hands are roasted, but let's keep going. Also, these little plastic wedges are awesome. Well, here I'll show you guys where I'm trying to get it. Since the gasket, the surface of the vehicle kind of stays flat there, and then it dips down to where the edge where the gasket sits in. We just really need to get the sealer just on this outside edge, because you can see the tip of that kind of sinks down back there. You don't need to go all the way back there. You just need to get it on this outside edge right here where it's working, and then that'll seal right kind of on that outside 1/4 inch of the gasket there, because everything back here, water gets back there, it's in a bad spot anyway, so we want to seal around this outside edge. All right, I think that's the sealing part done. Now it's time to make some time to roll up all the stuff that's squeezed out in some places, and see if we can clean it all up. All right, this is some of the stuff from when I did the passenger side first that's been sitting out a while. Oh yeah, and we can just roll that into a big ball here, and it looks like it'll just take it off anywhere we had it land, which is really nice. I think this is why all my buddies recommended the DekSeal. So there's that, and then let's see if we peel some of the tape off. Okay, so apparently it didn't do the perfect job. all right, at this point, we're all done. Got it all sealed around. This stuff's pretty easy to clean up. You just kind of roll your finger around until you get a little ball going, and you clean up all around the edge. So hopefully when it's all done, looks kind of like how it just did before. The only thing I need to wrap up is I need to throw the windshield wipers on here, and job done. We'll see what it ends up looking like if things stay dry during the next couple of rains. So thanks, guys.